So before everybody else jumps on and starts talking, I am going to talk about a couple Uber Eats experiences that I just had. And I'm going to start with my creepy Uber Eats experience. I'm sure women get this all the time. After the fact, I'm guessing that the reason why these guys were sitting out on their front, in their front yard, standing out in their front yard when I went to bring, hola, when I went to bring the food was because they probably saw my picture and were thinking, oh, she's cute. So they come out and they start asking me questions about the front end of my car. And as a lot of you guys know, the front end of my car is messed up. And so they're like, whoa, look at the front end of your car. And they're talking to me and stuff like that. And they're obviously drunk. And I go to get back in my car. Oh, thanks. And he's like kind of following me back to my car. And I'm like, oh. And he's standing at my window, one of the guys, and he's like, he gave me $20 tip, but he's like, do you have a phone number? And right then I should have said 8675309. And maybe that's how I'll deal with it again later. But then I think he saw the ring on my finger, and because I paused for a minute and I was like, and he said, oh, never mind. Hey, Victor. Hey, Eric. So, that kind of creeped me out, when they're like coming up to your window in your car and like wanting to talk to you. And he's like inviting me to, when you're done with your shift, you can come on over and have some beers with us. I'm like, sure, buddy. So, then, I got pulled over today, and I have, there's a part of my bumper that's missing. But in Illinois, you have to put the license plate in front of your car. And, I put the license plate in the front window, and a lady cop pulled me over. And I was like, yes, why did you pull me over? Oh, same in Virginia. Yeah. So, she pulled me over and she was like, but I put it on the front window, and all right, this is the reality of this, guys. I have like cheap insurance, but I didn't realize it would take them 2 freaking weeks, 2 freaking months to come back with an estimate on my car. So this happened June 4th, and it's the end of the month, right? It's August. It's August now. We're August 4th, so it's been 2 months. And probably a week ago, they gave me the go-ahead to get it fixed. So it's been 2 months to get the car fixed. And they said to me, go ahead and get the car fixed. And then I called the company, and they said, oh, we don't have any openings until August 13th. So I have to wait even longer. So when the cop pulls me over, she's asking me, oh, you had a big accident here. Wow, I'm surprised you haven't been pulled over before. I didn't say anything. I was trying to hold back. But see, if I'm pulled over with customers, I've been pulled over with customers in my car, and I was calm. But there's been 2 times recently that I've been pulled over by the police, and I'm all alone. I'm not nice. I'm just not nice. I don't know why. I don't know why. And maybe I have to, do some meditation on that or something, because and I know the nicer you treat them, the less likely you're going to have to get in a ticket. But she was like, well, I can't see your license plate through your windshield. And I said, ma'am, if anybody takes a picture of that and I show it to the judge, he's going to say you definitely can see the license plate through the windshield. It's a window. You can see a license. Oh, it's glare. It's 8 o'clock at night. There's no sun glare outside. The glare. Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know. So she did let me off with a warning, and I was on an Uber run, and I said, ma'am, she has a thing in front. I'm recording our conversation. I said, well, that's fine. She said, I'm going to let you off with a warning. And I'm like, ma'am, I don't know how you're going to let me off when I'm not doing anything wrong. She's like, well, in the state of Illinois, you have to have a front bumper. I said, ma'am, I have a working car, and I need to be able to make money, and Uber is my money, and I can't drive for Uber right now, so I have to do something. So I'm doing Ubereats right now. So, yeah. Hey, Tony. So, I want to know from you guys, because that's kind of why I do these answer and questions, I want to know from you guys, have you had any outrageously creepy customers? And I want to know about it. Tony, you missed my talking about the creepy customers from Uber Eats trying to pick up on me, trying to get me to come over and have a beer with them and give them my phone number. Victor has not. Victor, you know what? I think I started to realize that I should have a dash cam in my car, and not see, if you drive for Lyft, I don't know if you know this, but it is illegal to tape inside the car. Okay? But if you drive for Uber, hey, checking out your live stream. Hey, Quaker Oats, hey, buddy. It is illegal to tape people inside the car for if you drive for Lyft, but not for Uber. But if you have a dash cam pointing out to the front, you're doing good. Tony says, I just got done working on my niece's car earlier. I pulled the dent out of her fender and realigned the headlight with the fender. I know how to do body work. I'm getting my, Tony, that's cool. I'm getting where do you live? Doesn't that vary state by state? Yes, it does vary. Some states, I'm originally from Michigan, and you can drive around with your car looking all messed up, and they don't. How bad is the damage? I'm in Flossmoor. Is Flossmoor in Illinois? Hello, Lyft, my door dashing Uber. Hey, buddy. I'm just gonna call you Lyft. Or what's your real name? Flossmoor is in Orland Park in Illinois. Oh, really? Okay. I've been there. Actually, I've been there. Hey, Tony. All right, I'll remember to call you Tony, because I don't want to call you Lyft, but I don't want to call you the whole long name. So, yeah. So that was my experience tonight. I had one guy, not really creepy, but I think he had mental issues. My name is Tony too, says Tony. So we got two Tonys. I have a friend that lives in Joliet, and Tony says hi, Tony. I have a friend that lives in Joliet, so, but the only thing is my insurance is paying for my car to get fixed up north in I have the appointment on the 13th, so I just have to wait like another week or something. Otherwise, if I do have problems, I will contact. Actually, why don't you make sure you leave me your number just in case, or not your number, your email me at DriverLadyPro@gmail.com, and we can exchange numbers and stuff. That way, if I have anything I need you to fix, I'll get a hold of you. So guys, now that we got 9 people in the room, this is the most I've ever had. If it's a hole in your bumper, get duct tape and use touch-up paint and paint it to match. Yeah, well, it's really big. I have black duct tape. My whole front it's quite a big, large piece missing out of the front. I have it all taped together with duct tape and flexi tape and Gorilla tape. I could be an advertisement. I'll take a picture and put it on. Yeah, I need a new bumper, and that's why I've been waiting for Quaker Oats. I was telling it, is it your fault? No. My son was driving my car, and he's a third shifter, and he's 19, and he didn't get enough sleep. Yada, yada, yada. So, it happened back in June when I went to Michigan to visit my son, and, Mom, can I borrow your car? And I'm tired, I'm sleeping. Yeah, go ahead. And, yeah, Mom, I'm in an accident. He did not get a ticket because he's very kind and nice person, so, but, he T-boned a BMW. He told him he passed out. Yeah. His girlfriend was in the car, and she was kind of bruised up, but he was fine. So. But, yeah, it was his fault. I thought someone backed into your car with a tow hitch. Different accident? No. No, nobody backed into my car with a tow hitch. No. You're thinking of somebody else. Yeah, because it was my son's fault, so I have to pay the $500 deductible. And my son works at Burger King, so he can't come up with no $500. So that's what you do when you're a mom. So anybody else got creepy stories? Come on, Quaker Oats, you got a creepy story? Or Tony? We got 8 people in the room. I'm going for 8 thumbs up. 8 thumbs up, guys. Come on, 8 thumbs up. You'll help me out. The more people, awesome. I got 4 thumbs up. Dude answered the door in a towel one time. Wow. That's nasty. I did one time. This is a long time when I was really young. Long time ago. I was just a paper girl. And I came up to the door to collect money. It wasn't a usual time, but it was a similar thing where I thought I heard sex sounds. And then the guy came to the door with a towel on, and I was like 15. Well, I was like 13. I was 13 because when I was 15, I got a job at Taco Bell. Anybody else got creepy? Ooh, creepy stories. And one other guy answered in undies. Oh my God. This is what they see your picture. They see your picture ahead of time. So they know a guy is coming to the door. I mean, this is one thing that bothers me though. When people say, oh, like I got somebody said I was unprofessional. And then they also called the store and told the store I was unprofessional. But I don't know who it was or how I was unprofessional. This was like a couple weeks ago. Hi Karen, how you doing? But they don't say how I just got my luck. I always get weirdos like that. Where are you driving at, Tony? Tony, Lyft Tony? Yeah, can I get... All right, we're at 5 likes. Can I get everybody in the room? I need 4 more likes. Everybody in the room giving us a thumbs up. San Francisco Bay Area. All right. So that's in California. Is it pretty busy there? Can everybody in the room tell me where they're driving at? Delivery is curbside, and guy complained I didn't deliver to the door. Thank you, Karen. Yes, very. Victor is Virginia. You already said Virginia. I have a sister. My daughter is in Virginia, Victor. She is in the middle of Virginia. I don't know the city, the city that she's staying in, and I know this. Quaker Oats is in Los Angeles. Wow, you probably have good, really expensive rent there, buddy. My daughter lives with her aunt, and her aunt had problems with the family and does not want other people to know, even though I'm not her aunt is from her dad's side, so she doesn't want her dad's side to know where exactly she lives, and she's really touchy about it. So I'm respecting her space, and I don't get to find out until I actually go to Virginia to visit her. So everybody says, where does your daughter live? I don't know. Somewhere in the middle. But I also have a brother that lives there. I have nowhere. I'm not close to him, so I don't know where he lives either. Somewhere in the middle. Okay, guys. Good job. I got 6 people in the room, and I got 7 thumbs up. Awesome. So, anybody else got some great or not so great creepy stories to tell? Sorry, I decided to take a bite of my banana. I have a banana. I like to eat a banana every night because I heard it helps you to get to sleep. The potassium is good for you. Come on, guys. I wish I did. Would make my drives more interesting. What do you think about caviar? Okay, well, I have not drived for caviar. Guy whining about a cold pancakes. I said, not my problem. I don't know if I would say that. If he was upset his pancakes were cold, Well, I would try to make sure his pancakes weren't, or make sure people's, on UberX, I gave a drug dude a ride to a smoke shop. Oops. A ride to a smoke shop. Some stuff was already high and very, I didn't see the last of that. Very strange. You know what? I gave a ride to a male prostitute once. Male prostitute. I picked him up and he was frustrated about the exact pickup and I said, "Oh, I'm sorry. You know, I usually is like the app is really weird." And he gets in. Well, I drove a passenger that I believe he had marijuana in his bag. I saw that because he smelled like it when he got in. I pick people up that smell like marijuana all the time, and some people like to report that to Uber. Personally, when he got in my car. And the reason why they like to is because the minute the passenger gets out, they'll give him a low rating. And the reason why they do that and they report them to Uber that they smell like marijuana is because they don't want their car smelling like marijuana and then somebody claiming that that their car smells like marijuana and they must be high. And I don't blame them, but I never do that because people are like, if somebody stinks up your car, how do you get rid of the smell? Well, I know this sounds really stupidly simple, but if your car smells bad, roll down all your windows and grab the air freshener. I keep the air freshener in the pocket right behind, and I understand there are people that get in my car and they don't like the smell. I have Febreze with me at all times. Yes, exactly. Febreze, and I shied away from Febreze. I like the smell of Febreze, but somebody complained about it. I'm like, how do you not like the smell of Febreze? So I got this Angel Blossom. You know, I don't know. But what I do is I'll spray and then I'll still roll my windows down more because sometimes stinky smells, even if you roll the windows down, they'll kind of linger in your car unless you open all the doors. I use Oceum spray. Yeah, I don't know about that. Oceum spray. I've never tried Oceum spray. Yeah, I've never tried it, but you got to remember, not everybody likes certain smells, and you got to remember the woman that was in my car complaining. The women have a higher sense of smell than men do. Not all men, but most women. Why don't drive for Lyft and Ubereats delivery food? Right now I am. It kills odor and kills smoke and odor smells. Oh, okay. I'm driving. I'm driving for Uber Eats right now because I'm waiting for my car to get fixed. It's been like this for 2 months, so I'm putting out a video tomorrow. And it's going to be about Uber Eats, guys, because I've been doing Uber Eats. So, and I feel passionate. When I'm doing something, I start getting inspired. You know, oh, maybe I could do a video about this or do a video about that. So, I'm going to put out right now I've been doing Uber Eats and I've been doing Instacart. And I don't have a lot of people that do Instacart that are, people that listen to the channel, but I'm still gonna, my Instacart videos did really well. Hey, drive Grubhub. Yes, I'm going to. I heard that you can make the best money You can make good money if you drive both DoorDash and Grubhub at the same time. But, and you asked me about caviar earlier. I heard that caviar is the best. Gotta go. Thanks for the chat. Thanks, Quaker Oats. Thanks for stopping by. Thumbs up, everybody. We got 7 thumbs up, but 5 people in the room. So I appreciate all of you guys giving thumbs up to the video. So, the caviar pays the best. And the problem is in the city of Chicago, right, the busiest area has no parking. Yeah, good money. Yes, caviar is good money. So I see everybody that's doing caviar in downtown Chicago, where it's the busiest, riding bikes. Well, my ass can't ride a bike more than a block. I signed up for DoorDash, but they never see anything for my area for some reason. Only shows in Florida. Yes, and they told me my area. I tried to do that with DoorDash too, and I'm wondering, I'm going to go down and try again. I'm going to bug the living piss out of DoorDash. And because they said, sorry, right now we have too many delivery drivers. So I'm going to bug the piss out of DoorDash, because I know they drive in our area, but, you know, there's been times where I think it's an automatic computer error or something, seriously, because there have been times where computers have said, they told me, like Sears, I bought my tires through, I've done a video about it. I buy my tires through Sears because I got that, earn your way or something. Yeah, earn your way or something like that, where every drive I do, I get a $2 towards buying stuff at Sears. So I bought my tires at Sears, and they told me, I went there the day before, bought us a tire, and then I realized I had more money so I could buy more, and I went on the computer and I said I want to buy another tire, and they said, well, we don't have any tires. But the day before they told me they had plenty. So she says, I do think computers, too automated machines. Yeah. Sometimes computers are messed up. I mean, all right, excuse me. Look at our navigation system. It is messed up. It tries to tell us to go down the alley. It is messed up. You know, I think we are very far from having things like totally automated, because we still have, like, these self-driving cars. All of us knew that the self-driving cars were going to do this, that we're just not that far yet, you know? I mean, some of us were shaking in our shoes like, oh no, we're going to lose our job. But I mean, I think it's 20 years down the road, you know? Yes, I think computers are not as reliable. Sometimes they're kind of okay. That's why I hate, I don't know. Tell me if you feel like this. You answer the phone and you get a computer, or you call somebody. Yeah, maps are messed up. Exactly, Karen. You call it on the phone and you get an automated person. It drives me insane. Well, I'm just going to tell you guys, I'm doing another live stream. Now I got 4 people in the room. I'm doing another live stream. It's a collaboration with Gig Coach Jake on Wednesday night. This I started at 10:30 at night. But that one I'm going to start at 10 at night. And I really hope you guys show up for that. So awesome. We now have 9 likes. Somebody came on for half a second. So All right. Well, who all do we have in the room still now? And I'm still waiting to see. Be there 10. You see? You say? Yes, 10 Chicago time, though. I'm Central time. Okay, so there's Karen and there's Victor. We have one more person. I was kind of hoping that we get my buddy my buddy Franco. He hasn't popped up. So Karen, did you say what area you drive in? And have you had any creepy driving experiences you want to share? Karen drives in Chi-Town. Woohoo! All right. You go, Karen. How long have you been driving in Chi-Town? Always have creepy customers. Yes, but I'm asking you, do you have like any creepy customer? 5 months. Oh, okay. So you're still pretty new, but you've made it past you know what? You've made it over the hump. And what I mean by that is, when I started, I drove probably a month, and my rating started to just drop and drop and drop and drop. And then I started, and that was because I was in the area I live in. There are more shady than creepy passengers. I've been to Virginia for my brother Tom's wedding. I like it. It's nice. I told my daughter maybe someday we'll move there, because I really like Virginia. But you know, I'm a gardener, and I like get a few ratings drop. Yeah, get a few. Yeah, but you know what? When I started out, I got my ratings dropped so low I got put on probation. And part of the reason is because I showing support before bed. Thank you, Shell. Shell in the house. My ratings drop drastically because I'm not used to the navigation. And Victor says hi, Shell. So I would make a lot of navigational mistakes. And Shell says hi, everyone. So but then I got on and I watched all the videos, and I went from a 3.89 or something like that. It was low. I was scared. But once they saw that I was going up, they said they didn't take me off probation, but they were like, okay, we are going to leave you on the platform as long as your rating still keeps going up. And it was because I got on YouTube and checked out how do you make your ratings go up and how you get a good rating. And I feel like, and Dark Road Run mentioned that he would like to start a forum about what is probation. Probation is where they watch you. They watch you, and if you get bad ratings, you lose your job. They deactivate you. If you continue to go down in your ratings, they deactivate you. Yeah. Oh wow, she says. Yeah. They if you go down below 4.6, they'll deactivate you. First, they'll put you on probation for 3 months. And if you still keep going down, they will deactivate you. But you start out with a 5.0, so you're like, woo, I'm doing good. Sometimes customers lie. Oh, yeah, that's why. Okay, you live in Chi-Town, so you know I went to Jewel Osco and I got a, I was just saying this, I got a dash cam, but my dash cam is not going, they sure do, says Victor. Yes, yes, yes. I have a dash cam. It is not pointed inside the car, but if I need to save my butt, if I need to save my job, if somebody says, oh, she was drunk. I pulled up, like when I first started, I pulled up to a hotel and I called up, hey, Eric, I'm your Uber driver. Are you ready? Come on down. You sound like you're drunk. And he was obviously inebriated. And then I said, no, buddy, I'm down here waiting for you. I'm going to give you a ride home. No, I think I'll stay right here. That made my night. I thought that was the most hilarious thing, but it reminded me that people can call you drunk and maybe they're just trying to get a free ride. You know what I mean? They might be trying to get a free ride, or they might be drunk themselves, you know? And you got to have proof that you're not drunk. And I know a lot like try to get free food as well ruin your job. Yes, exactly. That's why you need a dash cam. Plus, I don't know about you guys, but driving in Chi-Town, people are crazy. I had this guy, I've had two really bad, scary other people driving incidences where I went to pull over to the side of the road to turn, and the guy pulled over just a half a second before me, and he was mad at me or something. Oh, no. He was behind me and I was in front, and I went to pull over and he had already gone back behind there, and I was like, and he was mad at me, and he pulled his car, flipped around in front of me, and he opened his window and started chucking CDs out at my car with road rage. And I was like, whoa, I need to get this on tape. This is crazy. And the other time I had I had a white van. This was really freaking creepy. It was me and a girl in the car, and we were quiet the whole time. And I was just paying attention to driving. I wasn't blah, blah, blah. You know how I can talk. And I wasn't talking to her. And the drive was a 45-minute drive. And all the time, I kind of noticed this white van, and it was kind of a creepy white van because it had like writing on the back of it, like somebody had done some graffiti, and it had a big padlock on the back. And they pulled up to the side of my car. They kept trying to run me off the road, and then they put up to the side of my car, and they started like that at the window, screaming through their window, and I was freaked the frick out. And I didn't pull over, because if you ever are in any situation, do not get out of your car, because this is your protection, okay? If it's in your car, you're screwed. But if it's outside of your car, lock your doors, okay? Stay in your car. I stayed in my car, and I just kept driving, and he kept following me. And we were scared. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I was so scared. And that's what convinced me I needed a dash cam, because he kept following me, and he kept getting in front of me and trying to run me off the road. And so he pulled in, like, just before I was like 5 minutes away from the girl's house, and we're talking, and we're like, because we didn't realize that he was so creepy, like following us until he didn't start doing this crazy weird stuff until towards the end of the ride. And and we were like, what do we do? Do we go to the police? We were scared. And I was trying to take pictures of them, but I'm driving. And luckily, I don't know. People get so pissed off. They're going to follow somebody for 45 freaking minutes. I think he was pissed off at maybe I cut him off or something. Got my dash cam yesterday, but need to buy a micro MSD card. Use it for, I sure will be using for situations like that. Would got license plate. I tried to get their license plate. I tried to take pictures and get pictures, but you gotta remember I'm driving too, so it's difficult. And at that time I only had my one phone. Now I have two phones. But at that time, I only had my one phone, and I'm fidgeting around, dropping my phone, all that. It was scary. It was scaring the shit out of me. So if you're ever in that situation, do not get out of your car. Do not stop and roll your window down. If somebody's acting freaky like that, I'm not opening my car window. I'm locking all my doors. I'm not letting you in my car. I will, if I'm in my car, I'm safer. And so that is what made me go to Jewel-Osco, and I saw a $21 dash cam. I'm like, I don't care if it's one of those kind, because usually dash cams are a lot more expensive, but I think they're going down in price. I don't care if you have to wind that sucker up. I'm going to use that sucker. I don't care. I still don't know how to operate the thing, because I opened it up, I put it up, I didn't even read the instructions. I just put it up and put an SD card in. So I did get another, and I think they're going down in prices. I did just buy another one. I'm going to do a review on it. I did just buy another one for $20 at Walgreens. So it is possible to get a dash cam for $20. So if you do not have a dash cam, get one. That's good. Bought one. Good. Especially as women. Seriously. Go to bed, Shell, Tony says. Let Shell be. She's grown. That's cool, DriverLadyPro. Says Shell. Yeah, so that's my scary story. Anybody else have creepy, scary stories? Tony B., you go to bed. What's my wrench? Oh, she's your wench. That's your wench. Your wrench. Your wench. Sorry. So you boss her around? That ain't right. Shell knows what I mean. It's an inside thing, huh? You know what? My house in Michigan is in a bad neighborhood. I need a wench, DriverLadyPro. You guys can call me Mandy. My name is Mandy. If you can remember it. Yeah, my name is Mandy. So Karen is going to sleep. Bye, Karen. Victor says bye, Karen. So Tony says, thanks, Shell. Shell, I was gonna now go to sleep. Shell, Wednesday night, I want you to be there. Wednesday night, 10 p.m. So you are, so it'd be 11 in your time. Shoot. Right? Because you are in Florida, aren't you? Shell? Or are you in Texas? I think Texas is the same. Blue wrench. The blue wrench. It must be an inside thing. I don't know anything about a blue wrench. Oh, you're in Maryland. Okay. All this keeping track of where everybody is. Eastern time. Yeah, so you're the same as my house in Michigan. So I'm looking for your car, DLP. Not hard to miss the black Toyota Corolla with homemade botch-up front bumper. The blue wrench when you are a moderator. Yeah. The blue wrench when you are a moderator, when the name is blue, is in blue. Oh, I see. When you're a moderator, your name is in blue and you have a wrench by it. I see. This live streaming is new to me. This is probably my 4th or 5th live stream, so I don't know. I still don't even know how to make somebody my moderator. I'm going to be watching some instructional videos how to run what is that called? The Google Hangouts. You are doing well, says Shell. Yeah, but I'm going to be running Google Hangouts because I am doing a collab video on Wednesday night, Shell. I want you to be there. I think you'll like this. Thank you, Victor. He says I'm doing great. Thank you, Victor. Wednesday night, I'm getting Gig Coach Jake. When I listen to him, he like inspires me. So I'm like, you have to be on with me. We have to do a collab. So we're going to do a live stream Wednesday night, my time, 10 o'clock. He's in Cali, so it'll be probably 8 o'clock for him. So it'll be in Maryland, it'll be 9 o'clock. Right? Maryland's got the same time as Michigan, I think. Same time as Virginia, too. So. Cool. Yeah. This guy, I don't know. Maryland would be 11. Yes. Yeah, I think Maryland and Virginia, because that's the side of the earth y'all are on. Y'all. I'm not from the South either. Yep, says Victor. The minute when I'm driving down Michigan, the minute I get out of Michigan, I have to change. My car doesn't have an automatic, detection, but all my other devices do automatically change, but I have to change my car time right as I drive out of Michigan into Illinois. So guys, this is a question I want to ask any of you what you think. Do you think that somebody delivering pizzas makes more money than an Ubereats driver or DoorDash, because they get paid like, all right, in my area, minimum wage is $10 an hour. Their pay is $5 an hour plus tips when I am not an Uber Eats driver, so I don't know, says Victor. Victor, do you have Uber Eats in your area? I seriously can encourage other people, because in the Uber Eats, in the Uber app, you can add Uber Eats, and I encourage other people to try just to add Uber Eats. And I'm not saying do it all the time, because Uber Eats, I have found personally, it doesn't pay as much as Uber, but you're sitting here waiting for a ride, you're stuck out in an area. I do, but I would have to drive 30 minutes just to do it. Okay. And for me, I have to drive 30 minutes. Be right back, says Shell. For me, I have to drive towards Chicago. I do get some Uber Eats in my area. I would have to drive towards, I do have to drive towards Chicago to get more business. But if you're stuck out in an area, it's always nice to have the Uber Eats as an option, because sometimes you can get out of an area, or at least in a little bit better of an area, by doing an Uber Eats ride while you're waiting for an Uber ride. So I try to encourage people, and I really want to do this video. The video is about trying to do more than one platform, because I've been talking to some Uber drivers. I'm like, so I talked to this Lyft driver. He's like, I've been doing really good on Lyft. He's only been doing it for 6 months. I'm like, why don't you try doing Uber now too? Why don't you do both? Oh no, I'm really happy with just doing Lyft. And I'm like, yeah, but if you've been doing this for a while, you might find out that even though I stick to one more than the other, but I still like go for my Lyft goals and my Uber goals. You know what I mean? And the nice thing about Uber Eats is whenever you do an Uber Eats ride, it counts towards your Uber goals. So that's the nice thing about Uber Eats, is that the incentives for Uber Eats counts towards your Uber. And I like having Lyft. I do both, but I start to get more Uber requests lately than Lyft. Yes, and you know what? There was a time, I think it was last week, I kept getting tons of Lyft calls. Bam, 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 bam. I don't know if they're running an incentive. Sometimes they are, and they'll send me a text. Lyft will send me a text. If you drive from 4 until 9 and get 10 rides during that time, we'll give you an extra $30. I'm like, heck yeah! So that's why I do both, because even though you're like, and Uber will do that too. Sometimes Uber will say, if you drive Sunday night during this time and get extra 10 rides during that time, you can get an extra $30. I'll do that. So that is why I do two things. And I said to the guy, this particular guy that I'm talking about, I said, they do different incentives, and you can double up on incentives. And I've done a 40-hour week, and I got incentives from both, and I got $900 in a 40-hour week. That's not bad. That's not bad. You know, I don't do that every week. I know there's people that do, but I'm not that kind of driven. I'm not. I'm like a 30 to 45 hour week person. Some weeks I have other things on my plate, you know. What about you, Victor? Do you get your incentives each week? Do you get like, nope, no time. the thing you'll notice is, now Victor, do you just drive part-time? Yes, part-time. Okay. After work. Okay. I mean, that's cool. I heard of a guy, all he did was he would leave for work like an hour early. He'd turn on his destination filter going toward his work, and he would take somebody with him on his way to work, and then on the way back from work he would take somebody home, and he said he made an extra $200 a month in wages from Uber. And I'm like, hey, that's honest, good living there, you know. That's good. That's what Uber and Lyft are trying to do. I don't know if you guys saw that that thing, but Lyft is trying to get people to go without a car for a month, and they're going to pay like everybody $500 if they can go and just use public transportation. And the $500 is in like free metro train rides, or Lyft rides, and enough for you to get around the city if you sign up for the program. And they're going to kind of watch you and see if you prefer to take using the public means of public transportation more than owning a car. They're trying to get people out of car ownership that are in the cities. But they're all, and I saw this on Aptrepreneur. I watch him all the time, and they said that if it works out, that probably Uber was going to be doing it too. So, and I think that's how Pool Express, Winston Evans. Hey, buddy, how are you? Welcome to the feed. I absolutely love videos about news. I'm sorry. Doing what? Okay. What Lyft is doing in the big cities is, like, for instance, they have a certain number of cities they're doing this in. They in the month of August, I think it is, they're offering them a $500 incentive not to use their car. And what it is they're giving them like a couple $100 a month in train rides, and like $100 a month in Lyft rides, and they can use other, like Divvy is here, is a bicycle service here in the city. Different ways of using transportation besides using their car. And what they're trying to do is to convince, because I don't know if y'all know this, but they were trying to push legislation to get it to be illegal for people to have a car. And I don't know if that even went through. I don't know. But now they're trying to give people incentives to give up in the city, to give up using their car. A lot of people already in the city of Chicago, at least, know that it's not a good idea to have a car in the city of Chicago. There's no parking anywhere, and if you do, you'll have lots of tickets. I mean, even the most, this guy told me I dropped him off at the Hudson building. The Hudson is my maiden name. the Hudson building, and he's like, you see that side of the street over there? I parked on that side of the street, and I didn't see the sign way down there that says, on this side, during this and such a time, on this certain touch day, so like driving in New York, it's a nightmare. Yes, exactly. And, he parked on the one side, and he didn't see the sign way down at the end of the block. They said, if you park on this side of the street, we clean this side of the street on Sunday, and your car will get towed. And he got up in the morning, and they towed his car. See, Shell is going to bed. Is Shell going to bed? I don't know. Maybe she's tired. It is, let's see. At where she's at, it is 12:33. Yes, Chicago is a nightmare. There is no parking. And the caviar drivers and the Ubereats riders and drivers in downtown, they make bank. I've met so many Ubereats drivers that are from the suburbs, and they will ride the train to Chicago and get on their bike, and they will make good money riding around. Well, Mandy, I have to go. I have to wake up in less than 4 hours to work. It's nice seeing a live stream. Thank you, Victor. Thank you for staying up with us. I appreciate it. I feel privileged. Even though you're going to be really tired tomorrow. Tony says, bye, Victor. I'm going to try to do, I don't know what you think. No problem. We all have to support each other. Thank you, Victor. You're right. And that's why I try to, if you have a channel and you are subscribed to me, I try to make sure I subscribe to you. So if I see you on my subscription list, I haven't done this in a week or so. So if you subscribe, okay. If I'm not subscribed to you already, I will definitely every Wednesday. I think I missed last Wednesday, but this Wednesday I try every Wednesday morning to get on and check over all of my comments. I usually do it like clockwork, but I had something come up last Wednesday. I check the comments, make sure I comment back to everybody, and I make sure that I subscribe to all the people that have subscribed to me. And so far I have like 500 people that I've subscribed to, but but I feel like we have to support each other. I feel like it's important. It's important. We all need to boost each other up instead of pushing each other down. I'm a firm believer in positivity, being positive and putting out good vibes into the universe. Yes, I don't, when people put negative comments, unless they are swearing and cussing and stuff like that, I even try not to say. I try to be, understand that this person may be hurting in their life. You don't know if their wife is beating them, or, you don't know what's going on in their life. And a lot of times when people are mad at you, they're particularly mad at you as a person. They might not like what you had to say, but it might not even have anything to do with you. So I try to just stay positive to everybody that I come across and be loving and kind and caring and understanding. I do it with my passengers. I do it with everybody I come across in this world, because I feel like everybody is struggling in this life. Every single last person. We're all struggling. Everybody. And, what can you do if you're mean to somebody and they're struggling and they're hurting, and the reason why they're lashing out? I feel like people are lashing out because they're struggling, because they're hurting inside. And the way you combat that is be loving towards them. It's not kicking them while they're down. That's not going to help. You know, that's just my philosophy, or that's the way I believe in life. So, anybody else have anything to say? Good way to look at it. Yeah. Well, I'm 3/4 Buddhist, 1/4 nudist. Good evening, says Adrian Go Bucks. Hey, Adrian. Didn't I see you on Shell? Are you the guy? We all need support in one way or another. Yeah, I joke and say I'm 3/4 Buddhist, 1/4 nudist. But really, I'm kind of like partially Buddhist, partially Christian, because I believe in Jesus Christ and stuff like that. But I also believe in, meditation and being good to everybody. And, there are, okay, I'm going to bed now. LOL. Good night, everyone. Good night, Victor. How are you doing, Adrian? Shao says good night, Victor. I should have... Shao says, hey, Adrian. I wonder if this can tell me who's in the room. Nah, it doesn't tell me. Shell, do you have any scary stories to tell me about passengers or creepy passengers? I remember you was talking about your car issues on Fat Man's channel. Diego, yes, and Shell. Yeah. I'm not doing. Anyway, I texted back Fat Man and told him what happened. I'll tell you guys what happened. Okay, I sent the next day, no, not at this time, LOL. Okay, so this is what happened. I sent $100 to the car company. I only had $100, but I'm working on getting more. And I've been doing a lot of Instacart and Ubereats. Hi, Shell, says Tony, asking you about you. Tony asking about you. Oh. And then I went and got a job interview the next morning. So I'm going to do I got a job as a cashier on the weekends. Just for now, see how it goes, because you can't, if your car's broke down, you got to do something. You got to be able to make some kind of money. You know what I mean? You can't rely all on your car, But I've been doing Uber Eats and Instacart all week because even though I was hired, congratulations. Yeah, I'm still waiting on I have the bus driving job, but I'm waiting for, how background checks, how long they take. And it's been like a few weeks, and I'm still waiting for the background check. So we'll see. But I listened to the Fat Man. I listened to what he said. Yes, nice, that's true. Yeah. So I listened to what he said, and I'm not driving Uber. I'm just doing Uber Eats and Instacart. I'm being Have. Yep. But he's right. He was right. I'm going to try and do my live streams on Sunday nights. Oh, but Adrian, Wednesday night at 10 o'clock Central Time. Where are you at? Where do you live, Adrian? Oh, I don't know if he's even in the room still. There's only one other person in the room. He's in Florida. Oh, okay. Adrian is in. All right. In Florida with, okay, good night, Seychelle. All right. I'm thinking, what is her name that lives in Florida? Shoot. Anyway, I'm going to get going. Nice talking to you guys. Bye, Adrian. Bye, Shell. Thanks for hanging in there. Talk to you later.